Today we'll be looking at locations on our computer to save files that are backed up versus which locations are meant for temporary storage. To get started, go ahead and click on the Windows icon in the bottom left corner, and then you can go to File Explorer. Now this is a good one to go ahead and right-click on it so that you can pin to taskbar. On the left-hand side here, you'll see all the different locations where you can store files. Some of those locations are on your physical computer, meaning if that computer is lost, stolen, run over, or re-imaged, you will lose those files. But some of the drives here are in the cloud, so that you can access these files from any device, and regardless of what happens to the device you're currently using, those files are still accessible. Now let's look at which of these drives are being stored to your physical computer versus which of these drives is being stored in the cloud. If we start at the bottom, you're going to notice a drive with the letter P. Think of P as personal. These are your personal files that you're creating that are going to be saved and backed up in the cloud. If something happens to your laptop, if it gets run over, you're always going to have access to the files in this folder. Now, I believe that employees usually get 8 gigs, and if you do go over, it's a great time to go in and clean up your data. And if you are somebody that uses a lot of large files, maybe you teach a video class, you can request more storage. Now, the one above that is the iDrive. This is something that was created before Google Drive existed, and it was a way for employees to share files across buildings and across grade levels and share those files, not just email lots of different copies around. So both of these files are in the cloud and are being backed up. And again, you do have, I believe, 8 gigs of storage. If you have a legitimate reason to need more, just put in a help ticket. Now let's look at the C drive. Think of the letter C as see you later. These are temporary files. So if I expand the C drive, you do have the ability to save to the stuff folder. But again, this is temporary. It's on that physical computer, and if something happens to it, you will lose anything in this folder. But it's a nice place to work with large files or things that are temporary. Now, above that, you'll see the videos, pictures, music, downloads, documents. All of these are actually part of your P drive. These are just shortcuts to all of these file types. So, for example, these pictures here are the same as the picture folder that's in my P drive. It's just like a shortcut. So, these are all backed up as well. Now, there's another location that you can currently save temporary files to, but that's going away, and that's your desktop. In the past, it was not an option to save to your desktop, but with remote learning, there was a change made for when people lost connection to the network, they could save files temporarily here. But as I said, that will be going away. So if you have any files that you would like backed up, you will need to move those to your P drive, to your personal drive that's on the network and being backed up regularly. One final option is to save to Google Drive. In Google Drive, you have unlimited storage, everything's backed up to the cloud, and you can access it from any device, even without a VPN. And I'll link a video here on how to upload files to Google Drive. Thanks.